Do around 3%.
So don't let them steal your life. Don't let them break your stride.
Steady state cardio, that's what I've been instructed to do now, buddy.
It's a revolution.
Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. Today is 5 days out, so we're back on the black sofa. That means we're back at my local gym, Oakley Fitness. So today we've got a push workout. We're literally 5 days out now, so like I say, we're getting closer and closer every single day. I'm getting excited every single day. Nerves are slowly kicking in, but you know, we still got to put that work in. So today I'm going to take you through one of my push workouts. So at this stage, what I'm doing for the last week is I'm kind of just going by how I feel. If most of you guys have been following from day one, or you know, if you haven't, if you're new to the channel, what I've pretty much just been doing is I've been following a training split throughout the whole prep, where I kind of make sure I keep intensity up, I keep the weights as heavy as I can. I've been doing things like pause reps, muscle rounds and things like that, but at the moment what we're doing is we're just going by how I feel. We're just going to like choose exercises and machines that I feel like I want to give a try, or that I'm feeling. Like I say, the last week we're just going by how we feel, so switching little things up. But you're going to see a few clips of the workout when we get downstairs. There has been a few changes. Me and my coach spoke this morning, so keep you guys up to date what's going on. Like I said on the last video, protein is still at 200 grams and it's going to stay at that for the remaining of this week. The only changes we have made is we now get 40 grams of fat, which I'm going to have in my first meal, which will be my breakfast, and then my last meal of the night. So about 20 grams in the morning and then 20 grams in the evening. The fat sources will pretty much just be whatever I want to choose. Mainly I'll go for things like almond butter, steak, or a bit of salmon, things like that. But that's the little change. And also, like I said, we're going to be changing the carbohydrates and the other macros on a daily basis. So what I'm going to be doing from now on is every single morning I'm going to be taking progress pictures and sending them over to the coach. He's going to have a look over my condition, see how tight we are, see where we are, and then from those pictures he's going to, you know, advise what my carbohydrate intake should be for the day. So like I said before, everything's going to be trial and error, everything's going to be tweaking on a daily basis. We don't have a set structure. So I'll send in my pictures tomorrow to the coach. He'll then tell me what we're going to do for carb wise and anything else. The other changes we've made is water. A lot of people have been asking me for ages, are we doing like a water depletion and things like that? We don't completely cut out water. All we're doing at the moment is we brought water down to around about 5 to 6 litres, and we've got to keep it as consistent as possible. So most of you guys know that I use my jug, which normally has about 2 litres in. I was having 4 of those a day, which is 8 litres throughout the day. I've now brought that down to 3 litres, which gives me 6 litres in total throughout the day. So like I say, we're trying to make sure we keep everything consistent. I've got exactly 500 ml of water in here, which is going to be my intra-workout. I've also got 2 scoops of amino acids from my protein, just to keep protein synthesis as we're training, keeping my body anabolic. As always guys, if you ever want any supplements from My Protein, you can use my discount code BRISTO10. I know also on My Protein's website they do offer other discount codes, and they do other offers like bigger deals. So if you want to still use those ones where it's like 35% off or 50% off, you can still use those codes, but make sure you use my link, because that's all that counts. You know, that's where I get commission from it. It helps me out and it'll help you out as well. So if you want to use the codes that My Protein use, you can still use those ones. You don't have to use mine, but if you use my link, that will help me out and I appreciate it so much. But anyway, I say let's get to it. 5 days out, we're going to get downstairs, knock out this push workout, and then go from there. So follow along. So, like I said, we're going by how I feel, but my method is always still to be as strong as I can. So I just hit a new PB on this one. Even at 5 days out, I've been either maintaining my strength or hitting new PB. So we just hit nearly 3 plates on this. Obviously I didn't record it because my camera guy was spotting me on this set, but as the internet says, if we didn't record it, it didn't count. But I know I did it, and that's all that matters. So like I say, either maintain strength or progressive strength. That's my strategy, and I've done this throughout the whole prep. But play it smart as well. If you feel like it's hurting, you're not feeling it, you want to stop or drop the weight. Play smart, but just try and go as strong as you can and give it all you got. But time to move on. Let's go. Little tip, always bring the bench as close as you can to the rack, so you don't have to move as far. So when I do dumbbell flies, I keep it a little bit lighter just because I don't really want to overstretch my delts or cause any injuries. So even though I'm working with the 20s, these are still kind of light for me, but find a weight that's a little bit lighter. Don't go too heavy, just really focus on that stretch. Stretch the fibers out. And this is what's going to bring the striations in. in traditional fashion, finishing it up in cable flies. Again, like the dumbbell flies, just to stretch it out and just get that overall pump and burn to finish off the chest. Little tip for you guys. No one exercise is going to give you what you want. The best advice I can give you is use the exercise that you feel best. If you're using an exercise and you can't feel the muscle working, don't use it. Stop there and use a different exercise. That's what it's all about. That's what I do. I use machines, I use exercises that I can feel working. If I feel it working, I'm going to stick to it. If I don't feel it's working, I simply stop and move on to another exercise. So don't just think, because I'm using this one, you've got to use it. Use exercises that you can feel the actual muscle working and contracting. But that's it. Chest pretty much done. We're going to move on to some triceps now. That's all you guys get to see. great exercise just to finish off, just to really hit your overall chest, to stretch it out, and to target the triceps at the same time. I always like to chuck it in every now and then. I don't do it a lot, but when I do, it does feel really good. And like I say, it's a great overall finisher. Do around 3 to 4 sets. Most of the time I just use body weight because everything's pretty much fatigued and burnt out at this point, so there's no point putting weight on because I can't go for as many reps. I'd rather go body weight and go for more reps and get that deep stretch. So that's pretty much it to round up this push workout. I'm absolutely beat. Alright guys, so we wrapped up that push workout. So just gonna finish it off with a little bit of steady state cardio. That's what I've been instructed to do now by the coach. So we brought my cardio down from 35 minutes to 30 minutes. So when I do steady state, I like to move on to the treadmill because the Stairmaster is a little bit more taxing on the legs. And this close to show, we really just want to make sure we allow the legs to recover as much as possible, allow the inflammation to come down, and that's what really helps bring in the condition on the legs. So I do about an incline around about 6 to maybe 8 on the treadmill, and I have the speed around 3 to 3.5. Like I say, just keeping it nice and steady. We want it so it's kind of hard to hold a conversation, heart rate's going, but at the same time we're not going too mad that we're absolutely drenched in sweat. So I'm going to wrap it up here for you guys. This is 5 days out, another workout video for you. Make sure you stay tuned by subscribing to the YouTube channel. Like I said before, we've got plenty of content coming for the channel. There's so much exciting things coming for the next couple of days and going on to the off season. So if you are new around here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you are already subscribed, thank you for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it so much. If you have any comments you want to leave down below, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Stay safe as always. Make it happen. Peace out.